If you were to guess how old this cathedral is, what do you think? This kind of looks a little bit similar to a lot of the ones I grew up with in Queens. So maybe 100 years? Oh no, this dates back all the way to 1170s. Apparently one of the more famous Vikings, Harold Bluetooth, was buried along these grounds back in the 900s. There has been a church here for more than 1,000 years. This is Roskilde Cathedral, and we're going to visit this beautiful city here outside of Copenhagen, about 40 minutes away in Denmark. Let's go. Welcome everyone, I'm Ariel with Urbanist, and this is Roskilde Cathedral. Pardon my Danish, it's a bit tricky to pronounce that one, but it is a beautiful name. Roskilde is an old Viking settlement, probably one of the more important ones within Denmark, because here they were able to be defended from other raiders, other competitors, other countries that wanted vengeance, and they were able to set up a powerful kingdom with the likes of Harold Bluetooth and then the likes of King Roar. But the interesting thing is this is also one of the more powerful cathedrals in Denmark. In terms of that is the burial place for a very long list of Danish kings and queens. We're going to learn about those soon. Hello David, it says mahalo. So here we're this is very old, even though it looks brand spanking. It's one of the first examples of brick cathedral architecture in Scandinavia. The midpoint into Gothic. So we're seeing as expected, there's probably bad service when I get close to those very big metallic fences and huge thick walls. So I'll stay away from them. But look at this door. It's so interesting. So this ended up costing $8. The admission to get in here included this guide. And in the guide, there's the list of all the monarchs buried here. So right here, we can see from Harold Bluetooth, 940 to 986. Harold Bluetooth, of course, is the namesake of Bluetooth, the device we use. The symbol actually is associated with him. And we can see from Marguerite the First, Christopher, Christian 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the Christians, and all the Frederiks as well. Basically, all the Danish kings were either Christian or Frederick. And then all the queens were either Marguerite. I think there's only 2 Marguerites. Yeah. Look at that, wow. The last one was Frederick the Ninth, 1947 to 1972. Let me know the connection between Frederick the Ninth and the current queen. Hello, Tamara from Los Angeles. Nice to see you here. People are also buried here. Wendy says, are you on that list? I'm still well and alive, Wendy, and not Danish royalty. Maybe one day I'll marry into Danish royalty. Let me know if the queen has a daughter around my age, or a granddaughter around my age. The queen probably will have a granddaughter around my age. Look at this beautiful organ. Wow. Hello, Saba. Nice to see you here. Caitlin watching from Riverside County, California. Welcome, Caitlin. If you've been watching but don't comment usually, feel free to comment, let me know. Happy to say hello. And if you're new here, do let us know. Happy to welcome all new viewers. Oh, we're gonna need two. That would be so cool. Hey, it's an app. I gotta download this one. This is very important. This is like the Venmo of Denmark. So if you want to do payment, you can pay 10 krona to one. It says, this is amazing. How old is this place? 1170s it started construction. Most of the structure was built by the late 1200s. It's hard to believe, but it looks brand spanking new. Look at these bricks. 1200, 800 years old. 800-year-old brick, look at that. Look at that. There's churches in Queens that look older than this. Oh, where does this lead? The crypts. King Christian and Louise, 1917 and 1906. Wow. It's Christian X. Christian X was influenced by the conservatism of his grandfather Christian IX. He preferred military. Interesting. Like his grandfather, Christian X thought it was his right and duty to interfere in Danish politics. In 1920, he dismissed the government because he disapproved the decision on the placement of a new border between Denmark and Germany. This resulted in popular unrest. The king backed down and would not meddle in politics again. Oh, wow. During the German occupation of Denmark in 1940 to 1945, Christian X was regarded as a counterpoint to the Danish cooperation with the Germans. Particularly, his daily horseback rides through Copenhagen has significant symbolic power. And his sarcophagus right over here of the 10th and Queen Alexandrine are carved from a single slab of Norwegian marble. Wow! And created by the famous Danish architect, Carl Klint. I've not heard of this guy yet. I wonder what makes him famous. The minimalistic design of the Danish flag, and it represents symbolic importance of the king during the occupation, and also of the people formed the resistance that raised the funds for the sarcophagus. Wow. Wow, a single slab of marble. That is impressive. Avalon says, I hope this is not a puzzle clue. No mystery solving today. Wow. I wish I could touch it. Just wish I could just a little touch. Can anyone ask the Queen if I can just get a little touch? Wow, beautiful sculpture. Let's see if we can find information on this one. Oh, there's a placard. Wow, look at that. Magnificent sculptures. So these are the parents-in-law. Kay says, I'm emailing the Queen as we speak. Thank you so much, Kay. I appreciate that. She really does like her cigarettes, so please send her some good cigarettes. The King Christian IX was not supposed to be king. However, Frederick VII had no heirs and a distant relative. Prince Christian of Glucksburg was chosen as successor. He was the direct descendant of King Christian III, but just as important was his wife Louise. And her mother was the aunt of Frederick VII with no male heirs. She was the second in line on the throne. She passed it to her daughter Louise to give it to her husband. After the Danish defeat in the war against Prussia in 1864, Christian's German background made him unpopular. He also interfered in Danish politics and used his power to keep conservative Horde, I'm not sure how I pronounce that, party in government. Today, the king and queen are best known for all of Europe's parents-in-laws. Since several of their children were placed on European thrones, oh wow, the daughters Alexander and Dagmar became the Queen of England and the Empress of Russia. What? That's so cool. Respectively, the son Wilhelm became the King of Greece. Oh my. The sarcophagus contains Christian IX and Queen Louise. It was originally created to be placed in Frederick's Whitechapel. The three figures, Remembrance, Sorrow, and Love, are known as the three sisters of the Little Mermaid. Look at that. All four are created by the same artist, Edvard Eriksson. Same sculptor as the Little Mermaid yesterday. Oh, wow, no wonder. Wow. He did an amazing job with this one. The Little Mermaid. Remembrance. Sorrow. And wow. Statues. They're so lifelike too. I wonder who were the models. Avalon says it's spectacular low humidity. 48,000 shells going off. Oh, I'm so glad. Mathilda says I was worried about the incident yesterday. Yeah, luckily I'm okay. Susie says, was his wife model for these two? That's a good question. They're not in the nude. So the Little Mermaid, the head of the Little Mermaid was modeled after a ballerina, but she refused to go in the nude. So he used his wife volunteered to be a model. I'm not sure. I wonder if this is his wife. That's a good question. They all look to be the same woman. this is the thumbnail shot right here. Yeah, gotta be farther away. George asked, was it the same model? That's a good question. We don't know. It could be his wife that was the model, who's the same body model for the Little Mermaid. So here we have Frederick and Louise. Frederick VIII and Louise. They were the overlooked couple. When Frederick was 10 years old, his father, Prince Christian of Glucksburg, hence Frederick himself, were selected to be heirs to the Danish throne. Frederick married Princess Louisa of Sweden, and they were a popular couple, but at court Louisa was ignored and bullied. Frederick's father was openly favored to be Frederick's sibling. It was Frederick's tragedy that his father, Christian IX, was king for more than 40 years. I mean, is that tragic? I mean, tragic for maybe his king-like career, but not for as a human being. It's good that his father lived for so long. When Frederick finally became king at age of 63, his popularity and energy was gone. Oh no. Oh, poor Frederick. Frederick VIII is probably known for allegedly dying in a brothel in Hamburg. Oh my God. Though this is not true. He did die in Hamburg. What? When Frederick VIII died 6 years later, after Christian IX, a new chapel was built for the two royal couples. National fundraising paid for the chapel as well as sarcophagus. The style of the sarcophagus expresses the new spirit of the 1920s with distinct shapes and little inspiration from ancient Greece. The four reliefs show the man's age, childhood, youth, manhood, and old age, which we see here, the reliefs. Wow. Lauren said, now this is interesting history. I'm glad. History with these rulers. Very interesting stories that they had. Yeah. Let's go. Everyone give Ron a round of hearts. He's going through a tough time. Round of hearts for Ron. Such an interesting statue. So cool. All right. This is a beautiful place, says Jake. Thank you. My pleasure, Jake. What part of Copenhagen is this? 30 or 40 minutes away from Copenhagen Central Station. This is in Roskilde, which is another city in the island of look at this chapel. This is a bench. What is this? Wow. What is this? Some type of artwork? This bench. So we have an artsy bench over here. I can't relax here. It's uncomfortable. It's beautiful colors. I do love this pink. I do love this blue, but no, does not work. I mean, it's beautiful surrounding though. Gorgeous surroundings. But it doesn't cut it. Very uncomfortable. Well, not very uncomfortable. It's zero comfort. But it's not uncomfortable though. Paintings around here, that's nice. Does not provide good neck support in order to see these paintings. I gotta like go like this. Sit this way. I give it points for the color. I give this ends up getting a, it doesn't even scratch my back. I would give it 4.2 out of 10. This is Marguerite II's future monument. The monument is covered until after the death of the Queen Regent of the region. The covered is a bench designed with 3 colors representing the Queen and her 2 sisters. The Queen's coffin will be placed in the crypt of an oval crystal on 3 pillars. The transparency of the crystal symbolizes democracy. Fascinating. And they're made from stones from Denmark, Greenland, and Faroe Islands. Okay, everyone, I just sat on the covered monument dedicated to Queen Marguerite II. How would recalling, she did not like that I sat on her monument. We quickly escape and go back to Copenhagen. Yeah, Queen Marguerite is very mad. That died. How would you died? These are beautiful tombs. Wow. Susie says the bench rating was similar to the Upper East Side one. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Susie, you got good memory. As the Danish royalty has decreed that the bench score to be 9+ on the scale. Uh-oh. The scale. My scale does not bend to any ruler, nor royalty, no monarch, no government. My scale is untouched by all powers. It is a scale that is more important than any powers that be in the world. So, to all the governments out there in the world, do not mess with the urbanist bench scale. It is sacred. So, here's the absolute king. I love how they name their kings. The absolute king, King Frederick III, received an almost bankrupt kingdom from his father, Catherine IV. The nobility only agreed, seriously limiting his power. Frederick started a disastrous war in Sweden, but blamed the nobility for the outcome. He took advantage of the situation by to carry out coup d'état and introduce absolute monarchy. Oh my. As an absolute ruler, the king would no longer share power with the nobility. He alone made decisions and he would no longer be elected. Denmark was now hereditary monarchy and now elected monarchy. Interesting, they switched. Although absolute rule was abolished in 1849, Denmark still remains a hereditary monarchy. Frederick's third coffin is lavish Baroque design with inspiration from France. The sides are decorated with Denmark's coat of arms. Below hangs the Order of the Elephant. Elephants used a lot here in Denmark. In the front of the king is portrayed as a Roman emperor surrounded by military standards, armor, and 2 prisoners of war. At the Black Death is depicted as an old bearded man with wings. Oh my. Oh my. That ruler really thought very big of himself. Even Jesus is on top of his coffin. Esfield says, what are they made of? You know, that's a good question. There's no indication of what they're made of. Maybe in the guide. No information here. There he is.
was a message to the present Denmark in the 1800s, a couple of hundred years after the beginning.
Hey, Jeff says, be safe and stay away from shopping malls. Unfortunately, what happened yesterday seems to be a senseless crime. It could happen anywhere, and it's very sad. I hope maybe this is a wake-up call for Denmark to ban weapons. Such a cool organ, says Chris. Oh yeah, organ is really cool. I'll show you more soon. There's more crypts down here. Esfiel says, does Danish sound similar to Dutch? You know, I barely have heard Dutch in my life, so I don't know. I would say probably not. There's probably a good chance that that's not the case. Apparently Danish, according to a popular stereotype, sounds like someone speaking Swedish but with a potato in their mouth. Or Norwegian with a potato in their mouth. That's the stereotype. I think the Danish also use that stereotype. David says, my mother used to tell one of the three times she returned to Bremen, Germany, where one of the family was born with my grandfather. She said that she went to a cathedral that had bodies in the basement from a cemetery that was dug up, and when they built the cathedral, you can see people in their clothes, and it was pretty gruesome. Oh wow. Awesome condition. Yeah, this is gorgeous. Wow, David, that is quite shocking to hear. Yeah, there's nothing exposed here. No stained glass, that's interesting. Yeah, no stained glass at all here. Interesting to see a cathedral like this with no stained glass. But wow, this is breathtaking. Susie says, I think these are storyboards. Yeah, basically storyboards for the crucifixion. If you wanted to make a movie of the crucifixion, there we go. It's already storyboarded. Chris says, please look at the altar in the back. All right, sure. Let's take a closer look here.
Das ist echt witzig. Die haben praktisch alles hier raus.
Can you zoom in again? It says, yeah. Right there.
Relics of the Catholic Church in this area.
This is probably started as Catholic, because this was built in the 1170s, pre-Reformation of the Protestants. But let's see if it says what denomination it is now. Probably it's Protestant, probably Lutheran. Let's see. Checking the guide. The guide doesn't say for sure, but it's most likely Protestant. It has to be. If all the monarchs are buried here, they won't be buried in a Catholic cathedral. Susie says Alec Baldwin is behind me. Really? Cool. Yeah, he kind of does look like Alec Baldwin. Oh, that's not him. No. Kind of looks like him. Who wants a holy bench test? Alright, wow. This is good. Family following me around. Wow. I like it's cozy with this right here. Very cozy. This has a name, triptych. Do let me know the name of this, the altarpiece. It has that type of artwork has a name. It starts with tri, but it's beautiful. To sit over here is just gorgeous. And I like that it has kind of like an armrest, but like kind of royal armrest. You know, here it feels like you're in power. It's not relaxing. It's not hygge, but it's power. That's how it feels like having this one. And this one does promote good posture. So, yeah, promotes good posture. I would say this gets a very good, it's a nice holy bench. I like it. Because it's powerful, because it promotes good posture, and it's a gorgeous location, I would give this a very good 7.7 out of 10. Very good. I've had better holy benches before. The 7.7. Susie says, is the bench uncomfortable? Not really. It was not uncomfortable. Is that Jesus with a mallet? I think we found angry Jesus. Look at this. Jesus is carrying a mallet. Is that a snake or is that a rope? What is Jesus doing? Jesus, calm down. It's okay, Jesus. They're just selling stuff in the holy place. Chris says that triptych is from 1560. Wow, yeah, 1560. Thank you for letting us know. Jesus just whacked that guy in the head. Westfield says that Jesus had too much coffee. I mean, maybe he was in the mood that day. In the mood. Case throwing the money lenders out of the temple, yeah. But with a mallet, wow. Christine, thank you so much for our 500 stars. So this is the tomb of Queen Marguerite the First, the Queen of the North. It says Marguerite was the daughter of Danish King Valdemar IV. At age 10, she married the 13-year-old King Haakon of Norway in order to form an alliance between two countries. When Marguerite was 22, her father died. Marguerite persuaded the Danish nobility to allow her to rule until her son Olaf was old enough to assume power. 10 years later, both her husband, King Haakon, and her son Olaf died. Marguerite officially took over the throne of Denmark and Norway, not as queen, but under the title of sovereign lady and ruler. Ooh. With cleverness and force, she formally united Denmark, Norway, and Sweden in the Kalmar Union. This is very important. In 1397, the union fell apart in 1523 when Sweden rebelled against the Danish rule. And she was buried originally in Sorel Abbey, but shortly after her body was moved here to Roskilde Cathedral. And wow. So she is responsible for the Kalmar Union. 200 years in power, all of Scandinavia was united. I love that Jesus here is in excellent shape. Jesus really worked out. He did a lot of chest days here. Look at that. Wow, that's so cool. That was a buff Jesus. I'm glad they made Jesus buff. Esfield says, look at those obliques. Yeah, I mean, powerful. TT says no fan those days. Well, you know, I mentioned that because usually in Catholic churches, Jesus is depicted very skinny. Yeah, very. Smells good. This is the Admiral of Just Jewel, King Frederick IV, famous Danish vice admiral, is buried in this crypt. In 1976, the coffin was restored, and when it was opened, a small medallion was found on this chest. It was a miniature portrait of his wife, Adele Beckel. She died only 21 years old after 4 years of marriage. Oh no. The admiral was never. Their coffins are next to each other, to the right in the crypt. The admiral died in naval battle in the Great Northern War. Just outside the crypt is his memory plaque. The actual cannonball hangs in a chain. Oh, that's so cool. Unlike the other coffins in the crypt, The parents of Adele Belkin, Admiral Christian Belkin, and Mary Sophie Belky are 4 children. 3 of the coffins contain children aged 4, 6, and 8, all with the name of Belky. The last of the instant coffins nameplate. Wow. Oh no, these kids die so young. That's so sad. That's so sad. Oh no. That Admiral led a very sad life. Smells good here. Avalon says too many Danish. Well, Avalon, we are in Denmark, the land of the Danes, where they speak Danish. Interesting. So it says that this was one of the major attractions in Roskilde Cathedral. It was this chest piece where you would see a dismembered white knight of alabaster. It was said that the knight was Marguerite's son, Olaf, who had been killed by the Swedish king and dismembered. The Swedish king then sent a chest to Marguerite containing a dismembered knight of alabaster. She would then realize what happened to her son Olaf. There was just one problem with the story. Olaf was not murdered by the Swedes. The statues of Duke Christopher, Marguerite's brother. Christopher died in 1363 from a wound he received in a naval battle at the coast of Helsingborg. He was buried at Roskilde Cathedral. A sepulchre monument was carved but not assembled until 1879. Wow. This is huge cathedral. It might look small, but it's gigantic. I don't think there's very few cathedrals I've been to where I can access the second level that's accessible by the public. Oh, there it is. That's the Dismembered Knight. No, never mind, that's not it. It looks similar. Susie says, I need that floor in my apartment. Yeah, me too. It's really cool. Emulates the look of candles. This is the cathedral we're in right now, right here. Copper used for the top. Oh my God, no, I'm joking. No, the Queen is ringing again. Susie says, I wonder what are those closets. Yeah, me too. Okay, let's check out the outside of the cathedral. Hello? Someone there? heaven-bound daughter says, was it a ghost? Maybe it was the ghost of the admiral. Still wanting to be reunited with his long-lost love. Oh, here we have the organ. The finest historic organs is around 1425. Wow. And then there was a reconstruction in 1998. That's so cool. Here's the organ. I'll play. Dun, 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 dun. That's the song I'll play. Wendy says, I love a big organ. You know, size doesn't matter, but it is nice to have a big organ. I mean, a small organ can just do as good, but sometimes a big organ really gives the crowd a really good feeling inside. Oh, the Vikings are coming. We gotta get out of here. Hide all the books. Yep, they're coming. Wow. Catherine says, was that dislocated jaw? I think so. Okay, I gotta put this guidebook in my bag, so we can show you the outsides. This guidebook goes more into detail of a few different elements, like the triptych and other things like that. Esfiel says that dislocated jaw was too much gum, maybe. All right, let's go outside, shall we? Are you ready? Here we have a medieval firing, medieval sprinklers, medieval hose. This feels as the construction looks quite modern. It's the oldest brick church in all Scandinavia. The majority of it was very old. We have one more. Yeah. Catherine says yesterday was scary. Yeah, it was very unfortunate. Oh, wow. This tomb is in all in velvet, black velvet. Look at that. It smells like Puerto Rico. It smells like a restaurant by the beach in Puerto Rico. Catherine says it looks like you're the only one here. No, I just don't point the camera when there's people passing by. Here in Denmark, like many other countries, but in Denmark, there's a little bit more emphasis on privacy. gigantic. Wow, how much church did they fit in here? Look at this. This is the tomb of Christian III. He was the Lutheran. Wow. No wonder this is such a major tourist destination for the Danes and Europeans. Queen ringing again. We have Have a good day. Okay, that was the church. Wow, that was huge. Can't believe we spent an hour in there. I did not imagine it to be that big. That was bigger than even most other cathedrals I've covered in Rome. There was a lot of stuff there. Frances, ¿cómo estás? Pregunta, y estoy en Dinamarca. Sí, estoy ahora en Dinamarca, una ciudad que está como 40 minutos afuera de Denmark, about 40 minutes away from Copenhagen. Wow. And again, look at how brand new this church is. Remember, everyone, this was mostly built by the 1200s. Of course, like all cathedrals, construction is basically never ending. But you're seeing a church that's 800 years old. Elizabeth says the Tour de France just went through Roskilde yesterday. Oh, it did? Oh, I could have followed it. That's cool. Ooh. Wow. Kay says fantastic church. Oh, yes. And look at this rock. I have no idea what this rock is for, but it's nice. Beautiful yellow houses. Great view of a place for worship, says Max. Yeah, it is stunning. Stunning place. I recommend it. If you're and this might be a really worth visiting because it is mesmerizing. This is a good day trip. Along with the Viking Ship Museum, I think this is an excellent day trip. All right, let's go into the town center. Let me know if you want to explore the historic town center. I'm a bit famished, so maybe we'll bump into some food. Continue on the adventure through Roskilde. It's not that big, but I think we'll be able to see a little bit more of the town center. I don't think the town is going to be as big as this church, though. The church is bigger on the inside. Catherine says, it's hard to believe it's that old. It's in pristine condition, like most of places I've seen so far in Copenhagen now here. I think Denmark has realized, like many parts of Europe, that old does not equal run down, decrepit, and ugly. That is the sense we have in America. If something is old, even 100 years old, it's starting to look ugly, badly. It's bad presentation. It's a bad look for the city. It's a good example of how you can beautifully maintain a building that is nearly a millennia old. It's a great example. So I think New York should be preserving its old buildings. It adds charm to them. And better those buildings, of course. Many other cities should preserve and better them. You know, these cathedrals, they weren't built in 100 years. They had a bunch of additions. The towers were built later. A lot of aspects of this cathedral was built later. And we could do that with our buildings, our skyscrapers, in our own cities, at least in America. We can take what we have already and build upon it, make it better. Get water, hydrate, says Catherine. I think I might need a hydration, yeah. All right, so here we're entering the old town. Let me drink some water that I have. Water, bottles of water here are like $3 everywhere. Supermarket is like $2. So expensive to buy water. All right. Wow. This is a beautiful town. Here we have like what appears to maybe be a town hall. Alexander says, why don't you drink tap water? Here in Copenhagen and now Roskilde, I haven't seen water fountains. It's not like in Italy. US, I don't trust water fountains. I've seen people, especially in New York City, I've seen people with dogs allow their dogs to lick the water fountain. So I don't trust water fountains in New York City. In New York City, just people, not everyone has good hygiene. Rome I did because they spout down, so I would drink water from the tap there. But here there's not any. One of the few choices to get water is from a water bottle. Restaurants charge you for tap water here. I've been charged already a few times, $3 for tap water. So might as well buy bottled water if it's the same price as tap water because it has minerals in it. Francis dice, no hay gente en la calle. Yo no creo que esta ciudad es tan... No hay tantas personas. Ahora mismo son como las 5 p.m. 5 y 6 p.m. Are you closing already?
Yes, it's 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock, so I still have a little time?
Yes, you have 5 minutes.
5 minutes, okay, let me order something. Hey, do you have any like really cool hot dogs? Something really interesting? What do you recommend?
The Danish samosa.
Ah, okay, I'll try that one.
Yeah.
Without cream though. Everything else I'll have it.
Without cream.
Yeah. Which one did you say?
Top left corner is this one.
This one, yeah, no cream.
No cream.
Yeah.
This most cream.
What?
This most cream is mayo mixed up with relish.
Oh,
So
never
it's
mind.
not
Okay.
like,
Oh, okay.
American cream.
I thought it was going to be American cream. Okay. Thank you.
What sausage do you like?
Um, ketchup? Ketchup.
Sausage.
Oh, sausage. Oh, which one is
This is the regular one.
Yeah.
That's the big regular one. That's the spicy. That's the German Praxis.
I'll have the German one.
Med
Ja.
bacon på.
Yeah, let me try it with that one.
Det der. Med bacon på. Er det fordi det er så kogte? En rød kop? Ja. Du har en grille? Ja. Skal der være bacon på? Nej.
Oh wow, that does look nice. Very cool. Thank you.
There you go.
And also, do you have sparkling water? And that's it.
Perfect.
Awesome. And receipt as well? Receipt.
Receipt, yeah.
What?
I hope you enjoy it.
Oh yeah, I think I will. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You too.
Vi skal bede om en grillet pølse.
En grillepølse. Værsgo.
All right, look at that.
Hi, I'm just very curious. I saw that you do some live. We cross you on the way.
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I explore cities around the world.
Okay,
And,
all around then.
All around. Yeah, I've done mostly Europe and North America.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
really cool. What's your name so we can find
Yeah, you can find that Urbanist Exploring Cities.
Urbanist?
Yeah.
Okay.
How about
okay.
you guys? Where are you from?
France. We
France.
live in Copenhagen, but
Oh, Copenhagen. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, awesome. Well, what brought you here to Roskilde?
because we didn't enjoy to visit the rest of the Denmark because
Yeah.
of COVID, so now we do.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
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 a
we-
beautiful city, right?
The cathedral is amazing.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you recommend anything else here?
we discovered
first
at the
time?
same time, so.
Oh,
first time.
wonderful. That's great. Enjoy your trip.
Thank you.
Have a good day. That guy was impeccably dressed. He had a great, very well matched, great facial hair too. So let's try out this hot dog. So the French based in Denmark, and they said that they haven't had the chance to explore Denmark as they wanted to. And now they're coming to Roskilde for the first time, and it seems like they're exploring more places. So we got a German bratwurst with, this is like a mayonnaise mixed with relish. When he said cream, I thought it was like going to be cream, like in America, that we have usually cream on our pasta. Sometimes you have burgers that are made with cream. France also uses cream differently. And then, interesting, plus a slathering of what appears to be like a ketchup or a darker ketchup. I'm not sure what this ketchup is, but looks interesting. Let's try it out. You could choose your hot dog. You can mix and match. I already tried the strong Ristet one, which is the one with the very snappiness, but let's try a good German one since we're close to Germany. And a sparkling water, mineral sparkling water. Cheers. Mmm. Trying to get my napkins because it's leaking everywhere. Wow. Someone was playing music right there, the car that was passing by. But yeah, really good bratwurst. Wow, the bratwurst has a snap, has a good snap to it. I really enjoy it. The bread is not, here they don't always use the freshest bread. I already had like four different hot dog vendors. The bread is never like super fresh, but it's nice and warm, which is good. It's better than your typical American hot dog bread though. That's really good. Wow, that's a great combination. And I love that there's extra relish on here as well, sweet relish. That's amazing. Really, really good. Try the hot dogs in Denmark, ladies and gentlemen. It is truly some of the best street food I've had in any country. These are amazing hot dogs. Mona says, what's this pink stuff on there? This is pickled onions. Pickled onions. They are a bit sweeter than regular onions. So, para traducir en español, aquí venden muchos pedos calientes. Así se dice hot dog in Spanish. Do let me know how to say hot dog in Spanish. Las salchichas. Aquí es bien popular comer las salchichas en estos caditos. Y son bien buenos, mucho mejor que están en Nueva York. Bien fresco, la carne es bien buena y ellos tienen buenos aditamentos, no sé qué dices, condimentos, bien con buenos condimentos. Very beautiful condiments here. They're really good. John asks, is this your second hot dog? No, this is like my fourth or fifth hot dog, somewhere around there. I've had a lot of hot dogs. They're so good. And the prices are so good. This was 50 Danish crowns. Compared to the rest of Denmark, this is a good deal. It's literally starting now in Coney Island as you eat that hot dog, says Susie. So a hot dog eating contest is starting right now. Happy 4th of July to everyone eating a real proper hot dog here in Copenhagen. The Danes have beat us in the hot dog game. But as with all history, there's always an opportunity to learn from each other. So I'm here on a reconnaissance mission to bring back the beauty of hot dogs back to America. Like Harold Schultz did with coffee, getting his ideas from Italy. I'm doing the same thing with the hot dog. I will start a hot dog empire that will take over the world. And my napkin just flew away. Esfiel says I should call them star dogs. Is that bratwurst? So yeah, someone asked me were they beef or pork. There's a variety. Every single hot dog stand has both. I'm assuming this is, I don't even know what bratwurst is. Do let me know, is it a mix? I assume the regular ones are a mix, but I don't know. It looks like Denmark has exceeded your expectations. It has, yes, yeah, it has. I couldn't find, to me, I couldn't find really interesting story about history here. Tales that are related to places. I couldn't find too much of that, but it has exceeded my expectations and everything else. Love a good hot dog and a warm roll. Oh yes, that's the good thing is the rolls here are warmed up. Wow. That's delicious. So another thing about these vendors, I'm not sure if the law still stands, but from what I read, a lot of the hot dog vendors employ people who usually are unable to find jobs in another place due to some type of disability or some type of something impending on their ability to work. I'm not sure if that's the case here, but it seems to be the case in Copenhagen, and that's great because you're kind of supporting a business owner that would have a tough time opening up a business elsewhere. Catherine says, so you're saying back in New York you'll open up a hot dog stand? No, I'll open up a hot dog empire. The best hot dog chain that America has ever seen. I will revolutionize hot dogs for America. You'll see one of these in every single street corner in America. Susie says it's Urbanist Dogs. I think that might be the name, yes. Single street corner. In New York City, there'll be some street corners where they have 2 of these. Catherine says, are you finding a lot of English here? I could speak English basically anywhere. I think if I were to try to speak Danish, it would not work. The culture in Denmark is very straightforward. It's kind of straight to business. There's not too much kind of chit-chatting or niceties like you would have in France or maybe in Italy, definitely not in America. So since it's so straightforward and kind of straight to business, if you're struggling with your Danish, they'll just switch to English. I have not encountered that because I don't know Danish, but there's many YouTubers who talk about their experiences living here, and that's what they say. Kay says, along with your coffee chain. Well, maybe it'll just be coffee and hot dogs. That'll be the combination. All right, let's continue walking around. That was a great hot dog. Try this hot dog stand in the middle of Roskilde, close to the cathedral. Klaus says, holy urbanist. Yeah, well, I mean, what was better? Cathedrals and hot dogs. Great combination. This is flavored sparkling water, not plain. But it's nice. Ah, there we go. All right, now let's walk. That was a great hot dog. Amazing. Thank you again.
And what are you doing? Are you a YouTuber?
I am a YouTuber. Yeah, I do.
Did you mention my name? Lena's
No.
Street Food.
That's the name of the
That
place.
is the name of the background here.
What's the name? Can you repeat it?
Yes, Lena's Street Food.
Lena's Street Food. Oh,
Yes.
wonderful. How long have you been running it?
It's 7.5 years.
7.5 years. Oh, wow. Really good job with that, making up that hot dog, because I haven't seen that type yet.
No?
Yeah, no.
Special Danish.
It's special Danish. Oh, that's good. That's good. What should I try next time if I were to come in next time? What do you
And
recommend?
we are TripAdvisor too.
Okay. Oh, that's good. That's wonderful. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, so it seems like that was Lena. Awesome. Really cool. And one had polka dots, says Catherine. Excuse me, sorry. What are you referring to, Catherine? Why no riots? Losing your touch, says Catherine. I don't think a riot will happen here in Denmark. It's too much of an orderly society for that. Susie says, I'll manage a hot dog stand and sell cotton candy. Kim says, where is everyone? I think many of you have been watching too much New York City live streams. The majority of the world is not as busy as New York. Well, I mean, there's places in the world that are even more busy than New York, but yeah, at least in Europe, once you start getting out of the main cities, this is a normal day in Europe. There's not going to be tons of people walking around. Catherine says, behind you. What's behind me, Catherine? Aya says, a hot dog again? Yes. Easiest street food to eat. There are a few fast food places here, but not too many from my encountered. As a London with casual food. Wendy says, let's get dessert. Oh, I'm so full. Looks like the band Korn opened up a shop here in Roskilde. I'm also shocked at how a lot of Danes know about YouTube. Because there's other European countries where they don't first assume I'm doing YouTube. Sometimes they assume I'm doing a documentary. Let me know, Danish urbanists. Is YouTube popular here? Is there some like very big Danish YouTubers? And can everyone tell Catherine to press the live button? A few people are watching behind. Press the live button. It is quiet, I think, because it might be a Tuesday. What day of the week is it? Monday. It's a Monday. Jimmy says, do you keep track of how many steps you walk? No, I don't. Tamara says, such a cute area to walk around. Dia says, would you live in Copenhagen? Well, Roskilde is a bit too small for me, but would I live in Copenhagen? I think so. Copenhagen probably would be a place I could see myself living. There's not that many cities that can say that. Just something about the beauty of Copenhagen. Any fireworks in events in Copenhagen, in Denmark, says Matt? Mostly at Tivoli Garden at night, they have fireworks display. Jay Fox says, happy 4th from LA. Oh, happy 4th to you too, Jay Fox. Everyone slam that like button. I'm glad many of you are tuning in. There's such a plethora of New York City YouTubers right now doing July 4th broadcasts. And many of you are deciding to tune in to a small city here in Denmark. That's such an honor. Or maybe you're watching both at the same time, but I'm still honored that you're tuning in. That's so cool. Andrew says, have you felt Danish hygge? That's an excellent question. Danish hygge is very present in coffee shops. I've had a tough time showing you any coffee shops because there's always loud music. So that's the downside, is the hygge is in the furniture, not so much in the music. So there's a lot of like loud pop music playing. But yeah, especially the bigger ones. Comfy, lots of good furniture, couches, I've seen that. I've seen that also in my Airbnb. The hugga is very high. Hugga's art of coziness. And that Airbnb I'm staying at, the furniture is very comfortable. It's very well decorated. It feels very, very cozy. I haven't seen any graffiti, says Sandra. No. You won't see graffiti here in Denmark. No, not. I don't think so, at least. Susie says, I'm taping the hot dog eating contest. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Rare instance of seeing graffiti. Zahid says you should visit Vigenstrand down the harbor if you're still here. What's special about Vigenstrand? Let me know. Wendy says no trash on the streets. Oh yes, it's a miracle. No trash in the streets. No loud rappers trying to sell you CDs. No poo smeared upon the sidewalk. It is such a beautiful society. But what if behind this idyllic society, there's a dark side? Dun, dun, dun. I'm just joking. I have no idea if there's a dark side. I don't think so. Here's one of the burger restaurant chains. There's a few Halifaxes. Francis dice, creo que es la hora de almuerzo. Aquí en Dinamarca no hay tanto una hora de comida. Las personas comen casi cualquier hora. So here in Denmark, there's not really a time to eat from what I've noticed. It seems to be a little bit of a free-for-all. There is time at 10 p.m. is pretty much when all restaurants close. So a las 10 p.m. es que cuando cierra casi todos los restaurantes. Pero aquí no hay un tiempo fijo de comer. Susie says no harassment by people in costume. Yeah, yeah. It is beautiful, beautiful life. La Deutsche Copenhagen. Oh, look at this series of houses. Zahid says the best thing is to see the view when it's sunny. Oh, cool. Thank you. I think we started there when that was the Viking Museum. Susie tried to snatch my phone. Oh no, Susie, I'm so sorry to hear that. That is bad. That is bad. Wow, look at this. Matt says Roskilde was voted best commercial center for the year. That's good to hear. It's pretty quiet for a Monday. I'm surprised a lot of shops are indeed closed at this point. But we're nearing 6, which is, I think, the time for shops to close. Francis says it's so clean, es bien limpio. Sí, es bien limpio aquí en Dinamarca. Bien, bien limpio. Aquí casi no hay nada de basura en la calle. Las personas son bien respetuosas y se recogen su propio basura. Me siento bien tranquilo aquí. Yep, so. Okay, sorry everyone. There was some loud music playing. Oh, look, this is very rare. I haven't seen too many police in my Denmark trip so far. 1 week here. Zahed says there's a Lebanese shawarma restaurant right at the train station. Yeah, I did see it. It does look good. I'm tempted to grab something later. So if I go the opposite way, I'm going more towards the residential area. So let me show you just a little bit more of the other side from where we grabbed the hot dog. Look at this. Cecilia says it looks like a Hollywood set. It does look like a Hollywood set. Look, even this alone looks like a Hollywood set. Like if a Hollywood set was built to make it look like Europe, yeah, this would be it. Carolyn says, what's the temperature? It's about like 69 degrees Fahrenheit. The breeze sometimes makes it feel cool, and then the sun, it feels hot. So it's kind of a combination. Flying Squirrel says it's a pretty street. Oh, yes. So we're backtracking. I'm going to head over to the station as well, so I can go back to Copenhagen and then explore a little bit more on my own. Chris says, I'm on a bike ride listening in. Ooh, how Danish of you, Chris. Bike. Someone left their hat, their shoes, their umbrella, and their bag. This is in honor of Lincoln's. Oh my God. Who was Lincoln's garage? Oh, sorry, Gimbal's panicking. Who was this guy? He had big shoes? Was he a guy who had big shoes to fill? Let me know. Bench test along with the shoe test. This is a memorial bench. So memorial benches already get a nice score because they're memorializing someone. It seems to be a marble top or a nice smooth stone. And this is a beautiful little commercial street over here. It's gorgeous. And so I would give this a good, there's no backside, so it gets points off. But it gets a very good 7.1 out of 10. Okay, let's continue. Uh-oh. 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 Oh. I'm stuck. What do we do now? Abandon the shoes? I'm just joking around. It just fits right, but Cecilia says Hans Christian Andersen. No, Lincoln's Galacher. George says. Wilmy says, uh-oh. Probably someone who always had that spot, says David. Yeah, maybe it was just the local. In New York City, someone would trip over the shoes and sue. Yeah, that's why New York doesn't build too many monuments nowadays. All the monuments that cause people to sue. Fashion Hall of Fame. Any type of monument. Kay says, have you come across any McDonald's? There are like 2 of them in Copenhagen. there were people inside. Pretty much that are not Danish. One of them is called Gasoline Grill. The other one we just passed it earlier, Halifax. There are coffee chains, a few of them actually, coffee industry, and there is Joe and the Juice. But I don't see too much American chains. I saw one Burger King. There was one Dunkin' Donuts at the Central Station. 7-Eleven is pretty much the only one you'll see. And 7-Elevens here are better than the ones in America. The food is just slightly better, it seems. Tamara says, I'm loving how peaceful this is. I'm not sure how long I'll be able to stand it though. Yeah, I feel you. Full time in a town like this. Wendy says, wow, it's wonderful here. It really is. This is a gorgeous place. I'm glad I came here. Oh, wow. The hot dog truck just drove away. Don't know, sorry, no Danish. The kid said something, he asked me a question, but I don't know Danish. I'm so sorry. Should have asked him in English. All right, this way towards the train station. Let me show you. If you visit Osterbro in Copenhagen, you will enter a mundane area, or do you mean modern area, whereas Nørrebro is a multicultural area, says Zahid. I haven't been to Nørrebro yet. I've been to Vesterbro, seen just a little bit of Frederiksberg. Today earlier, the bakery video was near Vesterbro. Beautiful area, beautiful area. Oh yeah, it is empty. I think people are right. A lot of businesses are closed at this time. Zahid says mundane means high class. Oh, cool. It's funny because in English, mundane would mean something very different. It means normal, run-of-the-mill, not too special. Wendy says, I'm dining out later. Hot dogs may be off the menu. Oh, no. Hey, Susie says, there's an actual online group on Facebook that is Puerto Rican expats in Denmark. What? Wow, there's Puerto Ricans here? That's awesome. There's definitely American expats that I have encountered quite a bit. Zahid said, near you there's an old shop from 1820 that's still functional and has a backyard with old wagons. You need to take a right turn. Oh, Zahid, thank you so much for the pro tip. Is it this way? The abandoned children's bicycle here. Not creepy at all to see an abandoned children's bicycle. Frances está preguntando, y aquí hay como una siesta. Aquí no hay una siesta per se. Yo creo que ya está todo cerrado porque ya son las 6 p.m. So no, I don't think here there's like a midday break, or at least it's not that long as in Spain or Italy. All right. Stores are mostly closed, so that one's mostly closed as well. Let's continue on towards the train station. And then children's bicycle. What happened here? Zahid says, ask for Dengamo Gordman. Ooh, that's hard to pronounce. Ooh, a beer garden. Look at that. We found one cafe open. This one's called Restart. Hi, it says my hometown. Now I live in southern Jutland by the German border. Oh, hi, this is your home city. Oh, cool. Hi, do let us know if there's any recommendations. Flying Squirrel says, probably a kid who just decided to step off from the bike for a minute. Yeah, maybe. Francis dice, en Suiza todo se daba a las 9 p.m. Estaba bien tranquilo, bien desértico todo el tiempo. Sí, sí, aquí un poco más vibrante. Esto no es, otra ciudad, pero en Copenhagen hay más vida. So Francis said in Spanish that at 9 p.m. in Sweden, almost everything, in Switzerland, everything closed. And that was too quiet. Yeah, we're in a smaller city, but if we were in Copenhagen, I feel a little bit more vibrant until about 10 p.m. Then things start closing. Nina says, cars? We don't need no sneaking cars. No, we do not. What is this? Hey, Miss Love. Welcome. Miss Lob and Tamara, thank you so much for tuning in. Ariel, you were happy with your feet in the galoshes of happiness. That was the meaning of Lincoln's galosher. Oh, interesting. It was shoes of happiness? That's nice. Beautiful. Tomorrow says, love touring with you. Oh, thank you so much. All right, everyone, I'm sticking around for 5 more minutes. I'm making my way over to the train station, back to a more vibrant Copenhagen. Copenhagen has a little bit more life. But I love this town. This is a great day trip. Come here a little bit earlier if you want to see more of the action, because things are a bit quiet after 6 p.m. It seems like you're better off coming here early in the morning, go to a Viking museum, go to a cathedral, grab some lunch, and go back to Copenhagen. And I hope you're having a wonderful 4th of July, everyone tuning in from America, enjoying the fireworks, the hot dogs, the burgers on the grill, the good old American beer. Bruce says, this is so cool. I like quiet. Oh, I'm so glad you do. Yeah. It is nice. It's a welcome change. Hi, it says congratulations, America. Oh, hi, thank you. On behalf of congratulations. Oh, look, a card game place. They're playing Pokemon right now. That's awesome. Wendy says, what will you have later to eat? A little bit of bread and just a little slab of butter. I think I have a little bit of water left at home. I think that's what I'll eat here in Copenhagen. Frances dice, no hay carros ni autobuses. Estamos ahora en una calle que es solo para personas caminando. Hay autobuses y hay bastantes autobuses y son bien frecuentes y están en otras calles. Pero carros sí hay bastantes carros. Pero aquí personas caminan bastante. So yes, there are cars and buses. We can see them right in front of us. But it is a pretty walking heavy society or biking heavy society. So there's not that much, not everyone's dependent on a car like they are in the US. Yeah, live, yeah.
What?
What's your favorite thing about here? For sweets.
Maybe ice cream.
Ice cream, oh cool. All right, awesome. Have a good day, guys. Bye. All right. So they were coming into the ice cream. Wow, yeah, the Danes really know about live video. Shocking. It's not even, I don't even get this stat as common even in America. David says this is why they can fit in all those H&M clothes. Yeah, it's all that butter and ice cream. Oh, David, you're talking about the walkability. Oh, that's why. But butter and ice cream might have something to do with it. Wow, cool vases. Have you seen any Great Dane dogs yet? I don't know my dogs too well, so I haven't noticed any Great Danes per se. But a lot of people do have dogs. Hi, it says my mother had a gift shop over here. Oh, she did. That's so cool. Wow. So right here is the train station. Not much to look at. Pretty much there's only 7-Eleven and the train tracks. Catherine says, was that Bob in front of you? Yeah, Bob is visiting Denmark. He has a few Danish bobbies. Bobettes, I mean. A few Danish bobettes. Hi says, I used to drive a taxi for 5 years in Roskilde. Oh, cool. That's awesome. You probably have a few stories. Flying Squirrel says, Great Danes are just plain big dogs. When they're grown, they seem not to know that they can't sit on your lap. Oh, that's funny. So here is the train station. There's always 7-Eleven attached. And this is the machines. English. And I have the city pass for zones 1 through 4, but I think we're in zone 8 or so. So I have to get myself a different ticket. And if I get it now, that means I only have an hour and a half to take my journey. By the time I'm still en route in journey, that's okay. but I can't transfer. So you have to be sure if you buy a ticket, you have to use it now. At least that's what I gather. So here we can see there's a bunch of trains. It really doesn't matter what train you take. It could be any of them because they're all the same price. They're not like first class. They're timed, but they pass so frequently that it really doesn't matter. And right over here, 84 krona. There's Apple Pay right over here. Ticket is printing. It's asking for a receipt. So yeah. So I got my ticket right over here. As you can see, it's already timed. I gotta take a train right now. And it's printing my receipt. Cool. If you want to drink, you can buy beer and drink it on the train. From what I gather, I've seen people do it, but no, I'm going to just go for classic, good old water. So they got couscous, plant-based, that's awesome. All the different candy bars. Hey. That's all, yeah.
It's 6.5.
Thank you so much. Have a good day. So we gotta go to track 3 in order to, so what I do now in order to get back to Copenhagen, I'm taking a regional train and then I take like the commuter rail from another stop that's nearby. It's only 2 stops away. Trains pass very frequently for commuter rail. It's not like the Long Island Railroad. Long Island Railroad, you could take a train every, how frequent it is. Yeah, it's amazing. So track 2 and 3 right here. Pastries look delicious. Yeah, that was 7-Eleven. It seems like the quality is just a bit better than the US. Plus they have a few more healthier options than the US.
Yes.
Oh no, now it's at track number 5? Oh, that's going to be confusing. All right. Kay says it's a bit unnerving, it's so quiet. If I were in America and it was this quiet, I'll feel a bit uneasy. If it were some other parts of Europe, like Italy, and they were this quiet, also in France, I'll feel a bit uneasy. Danish society, from what I've seen, aside from there was their terrible senseless crime yesterday, but in general, is a very safe place. And the people here seem so calm, from young kids to older people. They seem very calm, they seem to mind their own business. There's not that many weird people I've encountered, if any weird people here. No, not really. I haven't encountered too many drunks, at least during the daytime, nor mentally ill people, nor haven't seen too many homeless, or at least homeless that would bother you in any way. So yes, it might be very quiet, but I actually don't feel uneasy. It's very interesting. I was a bit hesitant to walk over to the museum because it sent me through the middle of a park, and the park was very quiet. I would have been hesitant to walk through any park if it were in the U.S. And it was that quiet. I'll be very hesitant to walk through an empty park. But here it just seemed rather normal. So no weird people, says Catherine says, you're there. Dina says this is a sci-fi town. It is, yeah, I think so. Yeah, it seems to be a sci-fi town. And I think we only have a few minutes to the train. Let's see. Yeah, 1 minute to the train. No. 3 minutes. Hyde says, I understand. Yeah, Hyde. Do let me know if there's a better way of saying it, but yeah. Let me know. Do you guys want to see the train? I thought might as well. It seems so chill here that this might be a good opportunity to show you a train here in Denmark. So let me know if you want to see the regional train. Tomorrow says, trust your instincts. Stay safe and have fun. Yes, indeed. Wendy says, please that we're seeing you off like goodbye, like a boyfriend. That's funny, Susie. Wendy. Maria says, in the afternoon, many of these places rest after lunch. Sure, if that's the case here in Denmark, do let me know, Maria. I don't get that that's the case here. It doesn't seem to be a lunch break. Also, it's pretty late already. It's nearly 7 p.m. Flog says, I love your live chat. I'm so glad. It's very chill, no hustle and bustle. Yeah, they all go to Copenhagen, east. They do. They do. Oh, I'm just going to the stop that I can switch over to commuter train, then Hyde. Thank you, Hyde. So Hyde just told us that they all go to Copenhagen, all these. Thank you, Hyde. Appreciate that. At least the trains show up unlike New Jersey Transit. Yep. Trains show up here. They're very, very reliable. So the train is scheduled at 18:52, and look, it's 18:51. It got here a little bit earlier. It'll get here just on time. Look at that. This one's nice. I haven't seen this one. I think this is like first class. sure if these are first class. Yeah, it's a bit clean. There seems to have been a group here just earlier, but it's pretty clean. I'm not sure if this is. It says standard. These seats look like first class seats, but it does say standard. This is the challenging thing with different countries. If you sit in first class by mistake, who knows if they fine you or not. But of course, you can always say that you don't know the language. So how long is this train ride? Only 2 stops. So this one's very short, 10 minutes. Francis dice, el tren tiene una cafetería, no. Food services here. Todo el mundo ha comprado su cosa en la estación. Everyone bought their things at the station. So gorgeous seats, very comfortable. So very comfortable. Wow. They even have a headrest and everything. Oh wow. That's amazing. Great quality. Really blown away. 20 minutes max. Do you believe in magic after love? Says, hello, I really like your channel, watching from Algeria. I'm so glad you are. That's awesome. Avalon says, tell him, or no one pays. Chris says, seems like heavily socialized democracy really works. You be the judge. I won't tell you what to believe, but you be the judge, ladies and gentlemen. You've seen what you've seen here. Mr. Zombie says there might be pickpockets. I don't think so. I don't think. I have the feeling that no. Gimbal can't handle sudden braking from the train. I have the feeling that there are no sudden pickpockets in Denmark. It doesn't seem like to be the place. Other nearby countries, I think yes, but not here. Nina says, why can't I see the train car? We're in it right now. Maria says, people are scared due to the shooting yesterday. It is an unfortunate incident, but I don't think the majority of people are scared to go out on their daily day. It wasn't an attack. It was a senseless crime, unfortunately.
Næste station, Hedehusene.
Wow, AR left a very generous $56 super chat. He said, "Congratulations on 56K subscribers. This should now buy you 3 tap waters in Denmark." Hey, AR, thank you so much. That's so kind of you for the 3 tap waters. I appreciate that. You know, I think that'll make me a little bit of a rich man here in Copenhagen. I think it's a bit more than 3 tap waters. I think I can buy 3 tap waters, a croissant, and maybe an espresso. Oh yeah, with that type of money, oh yeah, I'm rolling in the dough. Thank you so much, AR. Appreciate that. That's so kind of you. So we are off to the next stop. So let me at least show you the other train that connects to this, because it's really interesting if we can get it quickly. Maria says, no one's safe. That's the reality. I think if we live with that mentality, you won't be able to experience anything in this life. You won't be able to experience any of the beauty that this world has to offer. Because if we live by fear, we miss out on all things that are lovely about this world. So I think it's better not to fear.
Næste station, Høje Taastrup. Toget kører ikke videre. Vi håber, du har haft en behagelig rejse. Her kører ikke videre. Skal du retning mod Københavns Hovedbanegård, så kører afsted her kl. 19.19. So der Linienweg.
Okay, so my battery is about to go out. I hope you enjoyed this train ride. It seems like it could be possible to live stream from city to city with the train system because there's very good cell phone reception on this network that I'm using. So thank you everyone so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you. Stay tuned. Thursday through Sunday we'll be in a different place in Europe. That'll be at 3 p.m. Western European time, 9 a.m. New York City time. Again, I'll be back on Thursday. So thank you everyone so much for tuning in. Susie says Joey's chestnut scarf down 63 hot dogs. Oh, that's awesome. There'll be bonus content for Mega Urbanist posted for Super Urbanist and above posted again tomorrow. Patreon.com/urbanist. And we have had a few PayPals. Thank you. Later, and we have a few other people who left PayPals. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Everyone, keep being awesome and always keep on exploring. Have a great day, everyone. Bye bye.